Alrighty then, so what you just heard right now was a translation for the German radios you can hear in Netherlands when spawning on either a garrison or outpost. Now, this was probably a Luftwaffe officer communicating with one of the pilots in the air, presumably on their way to a hunting mission for enemy bombers at nighttime. So, one of the methods most likely used to locate these bombers was the so-called Himmelbrett method, otherwise known as the skyboard method in English, in which a Würzburg radar is being used to track down those designated bombers. So, Würzburg radars were introduced at the beginning of the war, and they were used exclusively for tracking Allied bombers, directing anti-aircraft cannons for additional protection and support, and of course guiding friendly night fighters. So let's break this down word for word. Victor Victor means a copy or over or roger that. Beata, now that is the designation for the second letter of the German phonetic alphabet. Pauke Pauke, kettle drum, which means the pilot is attacking. Pauke Pauke Pauke, kettle drum 3 times, so kettle drum. Otto Otto, requesting information on the target caught in the searchlight. So what he said was, attention, Beata is attacking. Stube. Now, Stube is something like a corridor or like a waiting area to which the pilot is supposed to fly at a certain altitude. So, in this case, the pilot is supposed to turn east and climb a certain altitude to reach that waiting area. Later on, Beata is sending traffic to a Freya radar, saying that he's on Stern, star in English, which is an IFF, identification friend or foe transponder, requesting acknowledgement that he's a friendly. So maybe so that friendly forces don't engage him from the ground. And he's also most likely going in for another attack since he's saying Doppelspiel, or double game in English, and he's climbing up to the waiting area. The same thing has been repeated. Now the officer is saying that the pilot has reached the waiting area. And it also seems Beata has been identified as a friendly and is going in for another attack, followed by an adjustment of altitude to reach the waiting area. Beata is now going in for a single attack and is being attacked by the Freya radar. And by the way, those Freya radars, those are actually a more advanced version of the Würzburg radars. Now, Freya radars basically had a longer range, but they also had lower accuracy because of it. And lastly, of course, a request is being made to spot the bombers with the searchlight. But yeah, that's it basically. So if you like this, be sure to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up, and let me know if you want anything similar like this in the future. It was kind of interesting just sitting there and listening to the radio communication between that pilot and the officer sitting at the ground. Like, I had to replay some parts multiple times because there was a lot of I don't know if I should really call it white noise, but there was a lot of like interference. and I couldn't really understand everything that they were saying. So kind of took a while, and it also took a while to look up all the code words that they were using. But yeah, it was interesting nonetheless, and it was also a good practice for me since I'm not really that good at free speech, so to say. So, say you tell me I have to go up to a podium somewhere and just hold a speech for like 5 minutes or longer. Like that was basically hell on earth for me, and I literally just can't do it. I'm way too nervous, and I also started and I have some pronunciation problems as well every time I'm under stress. But I guess it was all right, and I hope it was understandable for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. See you next time, and horido.